All right, Coach, from the home of the Bills since 1973, there's a look at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Hey, 57, Mike 57. You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, all 52. What is that? You don't want it. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. What is that?
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now on second down, this is Gore. He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Tell you what, you need the tough yards. You can still turn to the 36-year-old Frank Gore, now in his 15th season in the league. 10 in San Francisco, the 3 in Indy, quick stop in Miami, and now in Buffalo, and still making it happen. On first down, Allen. It's complete. It's Gore. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Watch tight. Tight is right. 4 down. Check, check.
Now Allen throwing again. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Check. Sponge. No.
A run right side. It's Gore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Check. Lucky.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They run, it's Gore. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. This is Joe Mixon, 4th in the NFL in rushing last season. Had a decent move, but brought down quickly just outside of the 5-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 27 yards there, a first down. Not only an explosive play, but an explosive run. I mean, broken tackles along the way to pick up that yardage.
The way things kept churning for him, feet were moving, the legs were driving. Looks like someone who spent his off-season working on hill work, running through sand, all the things that you want to build up those leg muscles.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprising quickness as well to get him upfield.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. And now to the air, Dalton. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Third and 2 for Dalton. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
93, 52, 93, 44. 44. There you go. Hands up.
Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Ed Oliver brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Dalton. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Regular. There you go, 368. Heavy.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another 1st down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Move.
Passing. It's Dalton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And Dalton to throw. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
36. Move. 368.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So Dalton now. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and there goes Frank Gore.
He's at the 40. And all the way down to the 29. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards. And the elder statesman with a big run. He's hit that dreaded 3-0. He still can churn it.
I love the way you treat him with respect.
Respect.
Elder statesman. You didn't just call him an old guy or anything like that.
I call you an elder statesman.
I love the way he can still play. Talk about running it with savvy now.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Kill. Look out.
They will run with Grant. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
At the Bengals' 30-yard line.
Tight dog. You got tight. You got tight right there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. And that's complete to Croft. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He's coming. We got double up.
Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So stuff for no gain on 2nd down brings up a pretty interesting 3rd from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it, but I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Sean Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A running play on 1st down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
368. 93.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a delayed give to Gore. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyler Kroft, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Dalton. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Dalton here from the gun, looking deep downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
All right, here we go. Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check.
On 1st down, it's Gore. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Don't get nervous. Switch.
The first carry for Patrick DeMarco. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 11 yards there, first down.
Hey, keep it up, keep it up. Kill. Kill, turn up. Hey, watch it. Watch safety creep, Hands up.
On first down, Bernard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. Star Latulele in on the tackle.
Well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. Off the play fake to Mixon. This is Dalton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. And he's got room. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Hauschka now for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Heavy. 61, matchbox lights.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Undercoach. Regular. 368.
Throwing on 2nd down. Dalton. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
44. Here we go.
Dalton now to pass. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Latulele drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run on 1st down. Goal. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That last run, pretty monumental, Charles. He just toppled 15,000 career rushing yards.
And that just leads me to a question, and even before that, a tip of the cap. How about that accomplishment? But just think in your life, what have you done positively 15,000 times, right?
I haven't driven 15,000 yards, let alone ran for 15,000 yards.
That is phenomenal. Congratulations.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check 9.
Now Allen off the bootleg. And his throw is incomplete. Cole Beasley the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Slam.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 22-yard line. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Watch QB draw. Watch me go.
And here's carry number 10 for Frank Gore. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, G, get off the field. Jim, go.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. T.J. Yeldon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And we know they won't get their names in the stat sheet, but the offensive line has to get all the credit for that touchdown run. Tremendous job of blocking, paving the way for the 6 points.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 24. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Trick pass.
Throwing, Dalton, escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
That's what I do.
93, 52, 93, 44, 44.
Here's Dalton. He's going to air it out deep for Green. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2.
Hands up. Here you go, Cam.
Mark 49.
Hands up.
Now Dalton. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. 25, check 25.
Another carry now for Gore. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Ready?
57's mine. Ready? Hey, 81 right there. He's sneaky. Check that guy. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 57. Mike.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
And the shuffle pass to the running back goes for no yardage, but they used to call that the Utah pass, made famous by Coach Cactus Jack Curtis and his quarterback, Lee Grosscup.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Regular.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ross. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Andy Dalton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Watch the shit.
Hey.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
2nd and 5 now. Dalton. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Bengals going for it. Here's Dalton. And he comes back with one complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Heavy. Top up.
1st and 10 for Dalton. He's going to air one out. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Dalton on target here to Uzama. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now Dalton will lead the Bengals to the line as they'll come up and go for 2.
Check 13. Nice. 368. Here we go. Hands up.
This will be Dalton again. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Grant. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now a draw play for Gore. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. It's caught. Jones. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And now it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 2nd down now, Gore. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
This is Grant. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And now here comes the third of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now it's Gore. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gore. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win. Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So after the face mask, they get to start all the way up past the 35 now. To throw here, Dalton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
On 2nd and 10, Dalton. His throw incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Check. Here you go, 368.
58's the money. 58's the money.
Check. Here you go. 93. 500.
They'll try to pass on 4th down. Dalton. And this is incomplete. Kevin Johnson, former first-round pick there defensively. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee.
Check Mike 39. Yo.
Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for Buffalo, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they suffer defeat for the first time as they drop to 2-1. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.